I wish I would have just literally recorded what just happened. My landlord is over here insisting about mowing my lawn, and I said no. I was like, this is no Mow May. I'm like, we're not doing this. You guys are not going to keep trashing the environment. Like, they're like, oh no, there's a city ordinance, da-da-da-da. No, the city ordinance, I already read, is 12 inches. My yard is not that bad. If I wanted it cut, I had somebody cut it. I don't want it cut. He's getting into my garage, okay? He goes into my garage where I have my stuff organized for my future husband or me. And, okay, all the nice stuff growing in this yard, all the dandelions, you know, there's this whole thing. And I'm trying to let my yard grow and rewild itself. And it's just complete lack of respect, lack of autonomy right now. This thing's reeking of gasoline. Like, I have to leave my house. I didn't even know he was coming. And he's like, oh, well, look at all this gorgeous... This lawn is growing beautifully, and he's going to chop it down. After I said no, there he is. I'm riding my bike out of there. I'm pissed. Who the hell do these corporate people think they are? Ruining stuff like no Mow May. You know, they don't give a shit about the environment. They don't give a shit about life. They don't give a shit about the bees, about you, about me, about our health. Fuck them. Fuck them with their fucking stupid rules about how long grass should be. Like, no, you don't get to make that decision, okay? Really pissed off. My neighbors don't have a problem with me. And, you know, if they do, then they don't say anything about it. You know, I don't really like the way other people do their lawns. I don't really like the colors that people choose on their house, but that's their own business. That's not my problem. Like, have it however you want. I'm not going to be offended by that because, you know what? I have different stuff on my lawn or my house, but whatever. Like, and I contacted the councilman, and I'm in groups, and they do say 12 inches. And like, even if you're trying to rewild your yard, which is what I'm wanting to do, is rewild the yard. I was planning to just not even have it mowed at all in the month of May. And then I was going to pick a bunch of the dandelions and everything. And so this landlord over here completely not listening to anything I just said. You know, it's not even a law. My yard is not even near what would be considered overgrowth, neglect of the law. Okay? And I had some really pretty purple flowers and bluebells growing in that grass. And little white flowers, little buttercups, little wild strawberries, and dandelions. And you know what? This is just really not cool because I pay my rent and I'm, you know, most of the time, and I'm not too far behind. I'm maybe like a month behind, but still, nowhere in that lease does it even say, like, where was he when I wanted my yard mowed? You know, like when it did get to the point where I needed a yard mowed. I'm not happy right now. It's like, it seems like a lot of people just think they can do what they want with someone else's shit, and it's like, no, you cannot. I'm saying you cannot. Like, I don't know. I feel like my voice just goes unheard so much. Like, Like, if I say you cannot do something, then you cannot do something. And it's like, oh, what? You just don't care? Like, you don't care what I say? Like, if I'm supposed to be minding the property, and you're concerned that there's a law, well, how about the law where you fix my fucking windows? How about that law? Is there a law where I'm allowed to have fresh air because the windows are broken, the screens don't work? Is there a law about that? I wonder if I should be looking up some of these laws. Okay, yeah, that's right. Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. But it is a nice day. I mean, that lawnmower smelled so bad like gasoline. I can't even believe what I'm dealing with. Like, these past few days of dealing with gasoline. These leaves make funny spotted shadows. These last couple days, I've really been dealing with people that I feel like are not listening to me at all. So this doesn't make any sense. And I said, look, I don't want this yard mowed. And he's like, yeah, I know, and I'm sorry, I'm just doing it anyways. And it's like, well, fuck off with that. Like, who just says that to somebody? It's like, that's what everybody just says. They're like, yeah, well, I don't care what you think, I'm just gonna do this anyways. Is like how everybody is. It's like when I bought that van and I told this guy, I'm like, I just need a safe, reliable vehicle to drive my kids around. And it's like, do you hear me talking? Like, do people hear me talking ever? It's like Mother Nature, It's like, does anyone hear Mother Nature? Anyways, I've been completely disrespected again. I don't have the energy to just deal. Like, I'm just going to go sit in the woods. I'm going to probably ride over to the other park now on my bike and go sit in the woods and have some water, because once again, this is something that is like, it's out of my control. But the thing about it is, like, it should be within my control to be able to choose whether or not my own yard that I'm a tenant in gets mowed or not, or when it gets mowed. Maybe we could have waited till June 1st so that I could have completed Mow May. But, like, obviously anything I want to do to try to help the environment on a local and individual level, like, people do not fucking care, and this shit is just annoying. So, yep, that's what's up. Now, if my awesome boyfriend would have been with me, he could have been like, hey, did you hear her? We're not mowing the lawn in May. And then maybe he would have just left. All right, I'm off this video.